Hello, hello. It's me again, your friendly angler. Just wanted to show you that the striper's still here. Pretty one, huh? A beautiful little thing. I'm back over here at Ladd's Landing again, and I'm struggling. I'm throwing some of the same things I've been throwing. They're not wanting to hit it. So today, the birds left that area where I've been fishing, and they've moved out here into deeper water. So what I'm trying to decide is, am I going to have to move, stay out here in the deeper water? There's one. Oh, that's a good one. There's a good one. Oh, that's going to be a good one right there. That's a good one. That's going to be a good one. Here's that reel, just a humming. Oh, man. This is going to be a good one. This will be bigger than that last one, I promise. I don't know what this one is. He's headed to the back of the boat. This is going to be a good one right here. Oh, yeah. It's a pretty good one this time around. Hey, Beavis Brown. Hello, hello. I'm getting ready to show you a fish. Hang on. I got this one pretty good. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Oh, this is a drum. That's why it's so heavy. Oh my goodness. Hang on. I got to show you what this thing looks like. Hey, Rakesh. 1 second. I got to show y'all this fish. These drums get huge. Hello, Rakesh from India. Tickled to have you here. I'm learning how to find strap in the cold part of the year, but there's your good one right there, man. That's a big dog. Oh, bam! And he's off. I see so many fish that size in the water. It's incredible. Thank you. It is. I just love it. And he hit it while the lure was dropping. I didn't even have to put any action in it. Let's see if I can get him to do that again. Yep, there's one on it already. There's a hit. There's one. Oh no, got off. That one got off. Let's see, Beavis Brown. Beavis Brown, how you doing? Make sure I didn't tear the tail off because they had a hold of that really good. Nope. I love it when they're so aggressive that when you throw your lure in as it's sinking, they're just coming up and smacking it left and right. Let's see. There's a tap. There's more than a tap. Oh, I got that one. I got that one. Hey, hey, hey. There's the third one. Oh, these things are hungry finally. I haven't been able to get these fish to touch I haven't been able to get them to touch baits like, is that a stripe? Oh, that's a crappie. Oh man, look at the size of this. Look at this crappie. Caught that on a 2.8 inch Kitech. Man. Dang, if I thought I could catch a dozen of those, I'd keep them. How pretty is that? It's one of the most beautiful fish that there is. I'm gonna put him back in. Dang, that's beautiful. 2.8 Kitech with a little, not quite 1/4 ounce, but an 1/8 ounce head, if I'm not mistaken. These fish are so aggressive. Hello, Njanamunzi. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, I really am. I tell you what, I got to find out whether or not there's more of those down there, because if I was going to sit here and catch a dozen crappie, those would go home in the cooler. I'm back in. There's one coming up to look at it right now. Let's see if he'll take it. There's several looking at it. Oh, there was a hit right there. These things are finally, boy, I want you to look. Oh, there was one hit it right at the surface. These things are very aggressive. So you are catching fish? I sure am. I sure am catching fish. I think I've caught 4. I've caught a crappie, a drum, and 2 stripe. And there are a bunch of them out here. Tons of these things out here. And if I catch another stripe, you're going to see me actually switch up and probably see if I can catch a cooler full of those things. That stripe was a crappie right there. That last one, good eating, very good eating. Gorgeous evening it is. There's one. There's another one. Let's see what this is. This is a yellow bass. That's number 5. Number 5. Well, put him in the boat. Oops. I see so many fish that size. I'm in the United States of America. And I'm fishing in Tennessee, in the eastern portion of Tennessee. Did somebody say fish fry? That's what I'm talking, Nick. If I've only caught 1 crappie so far, but if I catch another one of those, it's going to be hard to let it go. I mean, they're hitting it right now. They're tapping it. Tap, tap, tap. I'm wondering if I've got a school of crappie on a tree down there and they're just... Oh, there was a hit. Nope. Yeah, there's definitely something going on. These things get wise very quickly. Let's see what they do this time. I'm counting about 30 or 40 fish in one group. I'm looking at one group out here that's got at least 30 or 40 fish in it. There's a tap, another tap. Oh, there's a tap. Oh, there were like 4 taps that time. Got to eat more frozen yogurt. Now, you got to help me understand, why would I eat frozen yogurt? I need to understand frozen yogurt. I do like frozen yogurt, though. Somebody say fish fry. The group I found a minute ago, I think, man, there were some nice sized fish in there. There's one. Let's see what this is. Maybe this will be some frozen yogurt. This is another pretty good fish. This is just a yellow bass, pretty good sized one. Another decent sized yellow. That's number 6, I think. I'm gonna let that dude go. I'm just about to have to switch up on my Keitech. Watching inline at Walgreens. Hey, Fluke Daddy. I've caught about 6 fish. My little honey hole in the back of that pocket is now gone. And they have moved back out here where we caught them earlier in the summer. If you all were watching any of those videos, there are some monster fish in here. I'm looking at 30 behind me. I've got 30 or 40 in front of me on live scope. And I caught a beautiful crappie a minute ago. So I've got 2 yellow bass, 1 crappie, a stripe, and I can't think of what else. Must have been another stripe. Oh, you should see the fish behind my boat. I gotta get turned around. Fluke Daddy's at the Wally World, y'all. Let's see what this right here is. I got about 30 fish right here in front of my boat. I see a school of bait fish right here in front of me, in front of the boat. There's one already, tap. See if we can get another one to smack that dude waiting in line at Walgreens. Watching you fish. There's another tap. There's another tap. There are hundreds, literally, just missed one. There are literally hundreds of these fish out here, and it could be anything. It could be drum, catfish. What have I got so far? Like 3 or 4 species. There's a tap. Oh, there was a hit, missed it. A lot of little bitty ones down there. I need their mom and dad to get mad and come up and smack this thing. It's starting to get beaten up pretty good. I may need to change it. Oh, there was a hit. Here comes 2. Which one of you guys are gonna get it? Bam, there he is. I think he's little. Oh, here he comes. Oh man, get up here. Come on, Paul, Paul. There he is. Good gravy. It's not a yellow, it's a small hybrid. That's a small hybrid. Look at that. That's what I call a small hybrid. Boy, they are aggressive. And the water is just full of those right now. I'm sitting here looking at 30, at least 30 in front of the boat. I'm gonna throw my lure in. I'm watching to see how it gets reacted to as it gets down towards the bottom. Nothing's coming at it yet, so I'm just gonna slowly start swimming it over all the ones that I see. Eventually they're gonna get on to me and they're gonna know they can't touch this, but so far they're still hitting it. I got one coming to look. He's looking. And he didn't touch it. Hey, y'all tell me what you would rather see. It can't be fun sitting here watching me talk to you all. Would you rather see, I just missed one. Would you rather see what I'm looking at out in front? Because I can turn the camera around for you all. So I want you all to be able to see some of these. Just the scenery out here this evening is absolutely beautiful. I probably have not quite 1 hour before it gets dark. Dude, a UFO just passed. Was it behind me? We've got plenty of UFOs around. Most of the time it's me out on a binge when I've had too much sweet tea. I'm still kind of trying to experiment and figure out if there's anything specific these fish are after. Boy, that's a big group right there. I'm getting hits, but I'm not getting good enough hits to set the hook. See if I can do it this time. Wishing I was fishing. I wish you were too, Travis. I got this lake to myself. There's not another boat on the ramp or a trailer. There wasn't another trailer on the ramp. I will say it's cold. I mean, it really is cold. My fingers are starting to get cold. So let's see. I just want to catch a few big fish. There's a good one. Come on, boys, get it. One of y'all bound to want that. There's a bunch of little bitty ones pecking at it. Little bitty. Okay, I want you big dudes. Let's see. Oh, that's a good 100 feet out in front of the boat. I'm just going to let this one go all the way to the bottom, and then I'm just going to slowly reel. He's caught a few striped yellow bass, yeah. I caught a, I don't know, an 8-pound drum. I caught about 3 hybrid stripe, 2 or 3 yellow stripe, and a beautiful crappie. And what I'm doing now is I've been able to find these fish very easy back in this pocket back here behind me. But today I rolled up, we had a massive cold front come through, and it has pushed them right back out of that pocket. There may be a few in there, but hardly any. And so what I did is I came out here into the deeper water and decided to look around, see if I could find any in here. And as soon as I came out here, within just a couple casts, I had one. Now, y'all may remember the other day I was fishing here. About the only thing I could get them to hit was a jerkbait. And I can't get them to touch a jerkbait today, which is pretty unusual out here. So I don't really know what has changed that now all of a sudden they're just wanting a little slow rolled contact. So I'm just fishing it slow. My son is 12 and caught a, did you say 150 pounds? Whoa. Dang. That is a big catfish. Where did he catch that thing at? Turn back around this direction. Where did he catch a monster like that? A pond in Ohio. My gosh. A pond? Was it the size of 3 football fields? Now there is what I'm talking about right there. There's a dozen fish, all good sized fish, laying out here. And in theory, if they're hungry at all, I would think they would come up and snatch this thing. Tom, that's not a nice thing to say about your son's first girlfriend. Oh, ha, ha. Come on, man. Let's keep it clean. There's too many people in the world that legitimately are our enemy to be enemies with each other. I can tell you that much. Yeah, so what is so interesting now, I'm coming across another group, nothing. I mean, they're not even reacting. Nothing. They're totally avoiding this. And a minute ago, the groups I was putting it in front of were actually chasing it up from the bottom. So let's go see what's going on. Maybe it is pretty beaten up. Let me change up my Keitech. All right, I'm switching up to a bigger Keitech. That's a 3.3, which it's going to make it easier for them to see it, but it is considerably larger than what they have been feeding on. I have snagged a bunch of these fish in the last few days. yeah, maybe they have finally gotten hungry. But I snagged a bunch of these fish that they're eating in the last few days, and it's threadfin shad. And so I went and bought some 6 cents. What do they call that little shad? I think it's called action shad or fiction shad. Little 3-inch fiction shad. And I'm telling you, it looks it is so close to what they're eating. But I threw it back here in the back, and only just a few nibbles. No actual real bites at all. I don't know what was going on there. I'm gonna try this 3-3 for just a second inside some of these bigger fish that I see. And if they won't touch it, I'll swap back to that smaller Keitech. The small one's a 2.8 inch Keitech. There's one. There we go. Oh boy, here's another good one. That's gonna be another good one right there. I can tell you because how he's hitting. Let me set my spot lock. Because there's a whole school of them down there. Like your marshmallows. Your marshmallows toasted. Who cares about marshmallows? My phone's wanting me to ask y'all if you like marshmallows toasted. Who cares? SWC Florida dropping in. Hello. I've got a big fish on that I think is going to be a catfish because of the way he's rolling and popping my string. Could be a big drum. It is not small. Whatever it is, it's probably going to be the biggest one for today if I had to guess. I'm having to kind of take it slow because I have a 10-pound fluoro leader. I have a 10-pound braid and a 10-pound fluoro leader. Should be on TV. You know, I'd love to be on TV. If y'all know anybody, you just send them my way. Oh, it's another big drum. I was right. Let me show you this drum. Hang on just a second. Oh, gosh. Look at this thing. I don't know how to get this thing. I'm glad y'all do. I don't know how to get this thing off my screen. Oh man, look at the size of this thing. You should be on TV. That's cool. That's about a 5 pound, 6 pound drum. God. He had no problem whatsoever eating on this thing. Hey, thank you for that gift. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's go get another one of these big ones. I had a whole school of those big ones, but while I was fighting that, they moved somewhere. Let me see if I can find them again. I guess that whole school is probably just big old big drum. I'm gonna kind of look around for a minute. I'm gonna have to also figure out how to get this thing off here. Answer. Drag here to end to QA. Oh, that did it. Okay, cool. I ended the Q&A. I'm glad you all like your marshmallows toasted. I gotta go find some more of these big fish before it gets any darker. My fingers are starting to get cold. Let's see, there's a few. I've been trying so hard to catch some of these big striper, or we call them rock bass. A lot of people call them striped bass. I've been trying pretty hard to put one on the line here for a couple of months, man. I cannot catch one. I take that back. I caught 4, but that's been 2 months ago. And I was hoping that once I found all these up in here, that some of these would be bigger fish. Interestingly, the gulls that were out here are now gone again. There were only a few of them out here. There we go. There's a big school of something right there. Let's go see what this is. Oh, y'all get ready. Mac Daddy son, get ready. These are probably those big drum. We're gonna find out. So far, they're acting like they don't know what that is. What's wrong with you guys? Hit that thing. Hit that thing. Huh. Whoa. Talking to me. They're not hitting that thing. Y'all, they're not hitting that thing. Let's see what we can do. Oh, it's closing in on them. I don't know about red drum. Um, I've eaten redfish from the ocean, and they do look very similar. Here comes a bunch of little bitty ones up at that 3-inch Keitech. They'll just look at it and run. None of them will hit it. Golly, it's starting to get cold really quick. Come on, man, let's do this. If I have to, I'll switch back to the fish that I'm fishing for right now are in 12 feet of water. Redfish is a red drum. I thought that they looked a lot like a drum. I sure did. I looked at them and I'm like, man, I swear that looks like a drum. And everybody's talking about how good it is to eat, but we consider drum here to be a trash fish. People here aren't going to eat that. Oh, there's the hit. I'm watching a whole group down here below my bait. Or excuse me, yeah, below my bait. Those are too little. But I had one good hit in that group. I'm going to throw it way out there. I'm going to let it, what I was doing earlier, catching those bigger fish, I was just letting it sink. And they were hitting it while it was sinking. Called the smaller ones puppy drum back in the day. Oh man, I just had a fish. It was walking with it. I let him off. There's another one. I'm reeling so slow, trying to keep this down there. Hit it again, boy. I gotta find some bigger fish. Let's see. There's some big ones. I've lost my mind, y'all. I need a job full-time just fishing. That'd be fun. I take that back. I don't think it would be. Be too much work. Puppy drum. I have not heard that. I'm in a school of big fish now. Let's see if any of these dudes will hit it. Come on, dudes. I think they were showing a lot more interest in that 2.8 Keitech. And truthfully, the bait they're eating is a lot more like that. I have a lure on, but I don't have weight on it. But boy, I'll show that to you in just a minute if nothing hits this right here. I'm just gonna make sure before I just let it go. Yeah, I'm right in there in that school of those big fish, and they're just acting like nothing. I think they gave my little lure a haircut and said, y'all have a good day. They're out of here. Okay, well, let's try something else. What they're eating, I'll show you, looks a whole lot like this. This is why I bought this to the lake today. If you remember, if you watched any in the last day or so, this is almost identical to what they're eating. I mean, it is so close, it's ridiculous. But it's taking forever for it to sink because I'm trying to fish with it weightless. And let me just sit here and see if by any slim chance, if it sinks down to them, how they'll react towards it. Because I'm telling you, it looks so much like what they're eating. It doesn't show up very well on live scope, so I really don't know. I guess if one hits it and runs, then we'll know. Redfish is a red drum. How about that? If it's down there with them, they're certainly not acting like they care. I don't feel anything. And there's some big fish down there too. Surprises me. These things just shut off sometimes all of a sudden. Okay, they didn't act like they cared at all about that. I'm gonna switch back to I'm gonna switch back to my Megabass that I was using the other day. And I'm gonna just pop this a little bit and see how they react, if they react at all. And there I am, I'm down at about 8 feet of water. The fish I'm looking at are sitting in 10 feet of water. Oh, something smacked it. I don't know what it was. Something smacked it, but it didn't stay on it. I'm gonna try that again. Here's what I'm gonna do this time. I'm gonna try to throw this past them. And I'm gonna try to get it down to them as quick as I can. There we go. Go, 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 go. There we go. That's better. I'm above their head. They're not, most of them are just sitting. Whoa, there's something. That one didn't sit. I've got something on a jerk bait now, but I feel like it might be foul hooked because I don't think it's very big. It's not. Ah, it's a yellow stripe. Excuse me. Yeah, yellow bass. I've caught plenty of those. Let's see. All right. Put him back. So the small stripe will definitely hit those, but for what reason? I just don't think that those drum or cats, I don't know, I guess a catfish would if you got really hungry. But there's some seriously huge fish down there, but none of them are reacting to this at all. I don't quite understand that. Try this again. Pop, pop, bitty, pop, pop. Nothing. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. They're at least looking at it. There's one shooting up towards it from the bottom. He's little. Dude, that's too big for you. You can't digest that. All right. So that's not doing real well. What I'm really surprised is that these things just will not eat an Alabama rig. And they're feeding on these big schools of bait. That's why I just don't understand that. I gotta say, I'm struggling with why they're not touching an Alabama rig. It also makes me wonder if I found any bass, if they would hit an Alabama rig because they're just more aggressive. Just nothing. I'm looking around for feeding activity. I see some back here. I'm gonna put this thing on high for a minute, and you're gonna come with me. And we're gonna go out here because I only see one school actually showing any kind of activity top water. So let's go up here. If y'all are just joining in, I am fishing in East Tennessee on Watts Bar. I've been fishing here a bunch in the last couple of months. I was going to Chickamauga after the bass, and I caught a few, but I realized that 2-hour drive just sometimes is not worth it. If I can come here and catch a dozen fish like stripe or junk fish, why am I going all the way to Chickamauga? I'm trying right now to absolutely fly over here where I saw some activity, but they already stopped, it looks like. I do see a new group of fish though. I guess we can see if these guys are eating. I threw my Alabama rig right on top of them. Well, yeah, at least the little ones are chasing after it. Okay, if the little ones are showing that activity, let's throw this 3.3 Keitech back in here. We'll see how they react to this. Uh-oh, something came up real quick. Something's looking at it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, these showed a little bit more interest than some of these other fish have been. There's looking. Oh, you better get it. Hurry. This is the best pizza you'll ever eat. You better get it, boys. Yep. Here we go. Nope. Let's go. Boy, I saw some good fish in that group. Where are they at? There was some feeding going on out here. I thought I might get out here quick enough. Man, what is the temperature? I'm bouncing this 3-3 in front of their face just to see what they'll do. They're not interested in it. Okay, there's one more coming up and feeding. Let me run over here. Let's see what's going on over here. So I sure don't see it behind me. Behind me is some of the place that you all have seen me fish quite a bit over the last couple of months. I went back in shallow water and could not find the birds. Couldn't find the bait either, so I came right back out here. I'm going to turn you all around so you can kind of see where I'm headed and what I'm looking at. If you see some of those ripples out there, that's the topwater action I'm talking about, where they're coming up topwater and smacking around. I apologize for sniffing constantly, but when you live in Tennessee and you have horrific allergies, you're really just being dumb. It's terrible allergies. So I don't see a lot on my depth finder for there to be. There's a few small ones. Let's see if I can get one of these small ones to at least come up and smack at it or something. I brought a secret weapon with me today in case they do start coming up closer to the top. And it's what I showed you a minute ago, because that looks so much like what they're eating. I thought it might be a very easy way to get them to interact. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look over here for a minute and see if any of these are up near the top, if I could maybe throw that over there and get them to smack it. I'd like to know. I personally have not had good luck at all with these 6 cents friction sheds or whatever they're called. There's some crappie. Come on, guys, where you is? I hoped if I got out here I could find them up on top. Y'all have gone totally silent on me. Is this thing working? Hopefully it is. See, I see a shelf over here and I see three or four decent sized fish sitting on it. A lot of times that's the bass that I find right there. Let me throw this at that and see if I can get any of those to react. Oh, right there in front of the boat. Did you all see that? You see that little bit of a ripple? That was something right there that just came up and busted something on top of the water. Okay, well, if you're willing to do that, then I'm going to throw that little bait. let's just see. It looks so much like what they're feeding on. Maybe I can get one to come up and smack it. You're gonna see it. You're pointed right where I just cast. That little bit of ripple you see right there is my lure. I need to find some that are close to the top. I just don't see any that are really up near the top. Hello there. Cohen Bartolio 5. Cohen Bartolio 5. I'm seeing if I can tempt one of these to come up and smack at my little plastic lure on top water. Toss them on with puppy. Yep. Big fish except the drum. Temperature's dropping really quick. I can tell because the way my hands feel. Oh man, I'd love for y'all to see one come up and smack that top water. Maybe here in a minute one will come up close to me. In the meantime, I'm going to go back to this. And I'm going to just try pulling this 3-3 Keitech kind of slowly through the area where I'm seeing some of these jump around. One at least followed it around a little bit, but comes right down to it, he wouldn't touch it. Okay, so I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna try to warm up my fingers a little bit on my right hand. I'm gonna go back over here where these fish were. I'm gonna take one more stab at the fish and then I'm gonna get going because it is cold. My hands are too cold. Let's see what these are. I see a few down here. See several of these fish hanging straight up and down, and when I see that, it's almost never bass. Ah, 33 Country Carpenters. Hello there. 33. Is that the lucky number? Are you 33 today? What's 33? Oh, so pretty. Temp. Oh, it's 33. Golly bum. No wonder I'm freezing. Is it really 33 degrees? I wonder why my dang fingers hurt. Yeah. I'm good down to about 40. 30, you just cannot do it. It's just too cold. Degrees. Yeah, what is the temp here? Golly, boom. This water dropped a couple of degrees real quick. It was about 52 degrees or so. I see one of my units is telling me it's 48 and a half. I'm trying to very quickly get back over here. It's 41 in Oak Ridge. I don't know why it feels super cold, but that does explain. I mean, I'm on the water. I've been handling fish a little bit, not trying to keep my hands pretty dry, but come on, one more good school of them. There's a school. Here we go. Let's see if I can't put one of these very quickly in the boat. Wish I hadn't lost that one school. I had a school earlier that all I had to do was throw the lure and let it sink into them, and I was catching them when I was doing that. Let's see. I sure have one following it. He just won't hit it. He's not going to hit it. Come on, dudes. I need a hero. I need a fish that will let me catch it tonight. He's gotta be slimy, he's gotta be big, he's gotta put up a good fight. I need a hero. Somebody jumped on my boat and was singing that, y'all. That wasn't me. Man, what's up with you guys? Germany, hello there. Sabrina, I'm glad to have you here. I've never been to Germany. I am in the United States on the eastern side. I'm in Tennessee. And as far as like where that is, it's pretty much on the eastern side of the United States. We're about 7 hours from the ocean, roughly. Yeah, I'm trying to fish. I've caught about, I don't know, 8 to 10 fish maybe. I was having a lot better time catching these things, but for some reason they've really slowed down. It seems like I see some out here by a shallow water buoy. Let's just see if they'll react. The ones by the buoy said no thanks. USA in 1992. Fort Lauderdale. Yep, that's pretty cool. I've been close to Fort Lauderdale, but not. But there's somebody on here, FWC shoot, I can't remember what it was. Let's see, I'll find it for you. SWC Florida is from Okeechobee. All right, come on, fish. Got one more school, Clarksville, Tennessee. Hello there, Clarksville. Was really hoping to see a little bit of schooling right here at dark so I could use that one lure that I have tied on, but not seeing them. Clarksville's 3 hours roughly. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed I started getting a lot less bites when I switched up to a 3.3 inch Kitech. Good lesson learned. I did catch a few fish. The drum didn't seem to care, but the stripe varieties seemed to care a whole bunch. Once I did that, they didn't seem very interested. I'm still finding fish on the bottom. Here's some that are actually in 6 feet of water. I wonder if they would hit that lure. Let's try this again. If I could catch one more fish, I'd call it a day and go to the house because I'm getting cold. There was a tap, at least. That's something. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that down. I'm going to throw a jerk bait and see if I can't get them to react to that. And then I'm going to very quickly switch back over to that bait if I can find a fish in shallow enough water. Got one coming after my jerk bait, but he's little. Get that away from him before he hits it. All right, here we go. Come on, dudes. Anybody, somebody, anybody. Help! I need some fishy. Help! Just in there fishy. Help! My fish bait came along and I started singing songs. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ah, so cold. Come on, fish. I'm running out of time and running out of patience. Okay, they're not coming up after a jerk bait, so I think that bite's over. Okay. Throw this little doohickey at them one more time. I found another school that's actually chasing this 3.3 Kitech around, but despite that, they're just not hanging on to it. They're not grabbing a hold of it good enough to actually think I might catch them. All right. Sabrina Breimert, are you still around? Tell us what you do in Germany. All right. Well, so I had a good time. Caught, I don't know, at least eight fish. Caught two of those really big drum and had a good time. It is getting dark, and even if it wasn't getting dark, my hand that I'm holding my fishing rod with is having a hard time knowing that it's holding a fishing rod. Oh, I just had a hit. Doggone it. Wish that would have stayed on there. That'd have been cool. Could have closed out with a fish. Let's try that again. No hits on this one, and I'm definitely done because it's getting dark. I know y'all can't tell. This camera is amazing how much light it actually picks up because it's getting pretty dark, but to you it just probably looks like I'm out here and it's still daytime. The sun has actually already set. What I'm going to do is just kind of reel this slow since I did get a hit that time, but after this I'm going to have to head back to the ramp. We've been on about an hour. That's a great amount of time, I think. There was a tap right there. I'm surprised these fish would go to the trouble of chasing this up here and then not hit it. All right, last one, I promise. I'm gonna let this one go to the close to the bottom and then just real slow. Anyway, if y'all got any questions, throw them up there real quick. I'll probably be going offline in maybe 2 minutes if I had to guess. All right. It looks like I came up with no bites that time. My fingers are really, really cold. Let's see, unless I see a big school just laying here that tells me they're hungry, which is probably not going to happen. I actually do see a group right there. Let's try this one last time. You know how that goes. Oh, I had a hit as soon as it went in. Ah. Okay, I gotta try that again. Those fish actually came after it. Where'd you guys go? Right there they are. Let me try this one more time. These fish actually acted like they may come after it. Now I lost it. Hang on a second. There was a good group of these fish really tight together, and I kind of misplaced them for a second. Okay. They'll be here or not. I can't help it if they don't hit. It is so pretty out here. It's just absolutely beautiful. You're looking at what's going to be where the sun went down behind me about 15 minutes ago. Had a couple of fish here. I was hoping, because they smacked us a second ago, but they're not going to hit it. All right, I gotta go. I know there's 10 of you on here. I hate to go. The sunset behind me, it's just beautiful, isn't it? Isn't that pretty? If I could feel my fingers, I wouldn't take off so fast. But since I can no longer feel my right fingers, I mean, they're cold. I don't have gloves on, and it's about 30 out here, I believe. You know, it helps when you catch fish. Come on, guys. This is it. This really is it. There's fish out here. They're just not. Once it starts to get dark here, man, these things just shut down. Oh, hang on. I just saw a good group. Let me try these real quick. This really is my last one right here, whether they hit it or not. Sunset behind me. Found a good group of fish up here just now. They're just not having it. Okay. Hey, you all, thank you so much for joining me for another video. That's about an hour of filming, and my fingers are frozen. Thank y'all very much for tuning in. I really appreciate that. I love doing these lives. I love for people to comment and to participate and ask lots of questions. So, anyway, I'm going to peace out. Thank you so much for watching. And I've got to head to the truck because these fingers are frozen. So, good night, everybody. I hope y'all had a good time. I know I did. God bless.